The following program contains images of an actual surgical procedure that may be graphic and disturbing. Parents are advised that these images may not be suitable for young children.
I was adopted when I was 3 weeks old. I was raised by a very amazing, loving family. I had always wondered who my birth mother was, where I got the nose, where I got the hair, and what my medical background was. So in 2011, I was able to find my birth mother. One of the first questions that I asked her was what was my medical history. And she informed me that her daughter, who is 5 years younger than me, had breast cancer when she was 40. It was very fast acting and very aggressive, and that they both carried the BRCA1 gene mutation. So I decided to get tested, and turned out that I was positive. It was scary. I go every 6 months for imaging. A few years ago, I had a little bit of a scare. Fortunately, the biopsy came back negative. It was just filled with so much anxiety every 6 months. I'm getting older. I have about a 60% lifetime risk. So I just made the decision to have the surgery. Double mastectomy with 1-stage reconstruction. It's just time. I just need to get it done.
Sheri headed to the hospital 6 weeks ago to undergo her double mastectomy.
Here we are here. Today I will be performing Sheri's double mastectomy. My role for Sheri will be to remove the breast gland tissue where a breast cancer cell could be born. The difference with this surgery is we do it all in one surgery. We go straight from having a breast at the beginning of the surgery to completing the surgery with an implant in place and the breast looking completely done and ready to go. We have our incision site. We are going to leave behind healthy skin, a tiny bit of healthy fat that's just stuck to the skin, and we're going to leave behind the nipple. It's important for us to preserve that skin and fatty layer because that's where the blood vessels course through, and we want to keep the blood vessels alive. Here's some of the breast gland tissue here, this whitish tissue here, and then here's a piece of healthy fatty tissue that we're going to leave stuck to the skin. So we're going to leave skin and fat stuck to the nipple. Just come all the way out. Ta-da, just like that. Ta-da! So we're going to put a marking stitch so that the pathologist can make sure it's cancer-free.
You can see the pectoralis major muscle here, totally intact. As you can see the fat on the bottom, which means it's a perfectly done mastectomy. All right, let's take over and make it look pretty. So we're designing this internal bra right now, and this is going to be holding our implant in place. We used to put it under the muscle, but now we're putting it over the muscle so that the muscle isn't disrupted, doesn't hurt, and the recovery is better, and it looks better too. He is not to let the implant touch the skin anywhere. This is a special Keller funnel, and the implant's actually put into the funnel. And that way when you go like this, get it in, pop it through, and we don't allow it to touch the skin.
All right, we're wrapping up our bilateral mastectomy reconstruction. Direct to implant over the muscle, dermal matrix, looks great.